Okay guys, so welcome back to Turning Back the Clock. As you saw by the little clip at the start, I'm on another adventure today. It is 4:23 in the morning, and I'm heading to the Black Mountains to do a trail called the Dragon's Back. It's a circular trail, so from where I'm going to park, I go up one side of the Dragon's Back along the ridges, along the top of the mountain, and then back down the other side, and come back down towards the car. It's probably going to take me somewhere close to about 4 hours, I think. And as I say, it's 11.5 kilometers. Okay guys, here I am at the start of today's trail, and I'm here at the Black Mountains, which are in the background just there. Looks quite ominous, doesn't it? Quite a lot of cloud cover, so not really sure what kind of views I'm going to get today, but I'm going to make a start. I've got 10k to do, so lots of fitness and lots of adventure. Let's go. Okay guys, so I believe this is the ruins of, I think it's Diana's castle, or Castle Diana's, which obviously there's not a lot left. If you have a look over there, there's still a structure, sort of part built here. But yeah, this is the kind of the ruins. It's about halfway up, I say halfway up the first incline. On my previous vlog in the car, I mentioned a trail called the Dragon's Back, and looking at it here, I think this is the Dragon's Back. So as you can see, the pointed sections go all the way along this ridge, and I believe the trail goes all the way along the top. We're going along the top this way, and I believe we then come down this face here and then cross over this road at the bottom, and it leads back to where I started at the car park, we hope. Otherwise I'm going to go up into the clouds and I'm going to get lost. So yeah, one way or another, we're heading for the Dragon's Back. Okay guys, I'm just about at the top of the first section. That was steep. You can see the castle, or what remains of the castle, in the background. The wind's quite high and I'm out of breath, but already you can see the absolutely fantastic views. Trying to decide whether that's the end of the cloud or whether that's rain. We'll find that soon enough. One thing I'll always say about climbing on any of these peaks, it's really rewarding getting to the top, but if you've got knees like mine, it's the going down the other side which tends to hurt most. So they're the bits I'm not looking forward to. Going up is fine, going down the other side, yeah, it gets a bit painful. But this is the path we're on. Obviously the Dragon's Back goes down that way and up the other side. I haven't got a watch on today, so I don't really know how long I've been walking for, to be fair. I feel as though it's about an hour so far. Don't know, maybe 40 minutes. There's not many other people about. There's one other hiker behind me with a dog. Other than that, I think there was a guy further ahead, just the one bloke. Yeah, so it's quite quiet, it's nice. when you work in London like I do, and you're surrounded by so many people sort of all day every day, it's really nice to get out into the middle of nowhere and just be by yourself. Fantastic. So yeah, really good, needed it. Okay guys, that is the second peak done, and actually on this one I can give a full 360, so go all the way around like that. You can see just how beautiful this place is. It's a lot of hard work as well. I think I'm going to stop for a break and then I will start back up in a minute. So just had a little rest guys, something to eat, protein bar, it's always good. Got a nice kind of level bit for a while, and then whatever that is, looks a bit treacherous to be honest with you. I'm imagining the other side of that peak there's quite a hefty drop, and the wind is coming against it this way, so hopefully it's all right. Looking at all, well, done the research, looking at all the people who've done this trail before, yeah, it should be fine. So I think it's just steep. Okay, so as I was saying guys, I'm now up in the clouds. The wind has kind of died down a little bit, but there's almost no visibility of the valley below me where I came up. You can kind of see where I've been, but only just that last little section, and then just down here there was just a massive drop. This is where I'm going, but I can only see it probably about 50 yards at a time at this point. Peak number 2 done. Don't know what it's called, just part of the Dragon's Back. Literally that line there is the only thing I can see. I can just about see, maybe just where I came from. I think there's a person just down there, but yeah, it's cloud sort of everywhere. I'm just in the clouds, so just keep going and hopefully I don't walk off the end of something. Don't think I'd be too popular with Leah. Okay, so as I've got to the top guys, it is a lot wider, so yeah, not as treacherous as I maybe thought. Still no visibility whatsoever, but yeah, it's quite a nice flat surface. Give me time to pick up a bit of pace, cover some distance, and then see what unfolds after that. So while I'm not on this nice flat surface with not a lot of visibility, just thought I'd have a bit of a chat to you about how training's going, because obviously I'm aware I haven't put a video up in 3 months. This will be the first one in 3 months. Unfortunately, as I've said many times guys, work tends to get in the way of almost everything. Luckily I've managed to maintain going to the gym during that time, but I haven't really posted much on it. I've done some TikTok videos, a couple of reels on Instagram, but not much else on it. So I'm going to start doing, hopefully, I say hopefully because it's not always possible, but hopefully like a daily training update, let you guys know how it's going. And for the first one of those, I've actually introduced into my training an early morning session on a Wednesday, because Wednesday night I can't make it to the gym. So I'm actually getting up and to the gym for 4 in the morning. And what I've started on that session doing is long distance walks with a weighted vest on. Now I've only started on 7 kilos, but the idea being is that over time I'm going to increase the weight, and that's really going to help me try and burn some fat and really get my cardio up, so that and my fitness up, so that on walks like this it's a lot easier to cover ground, maintain pace, and I won't be so out of breath. So yeah, so that's happening. So expect to see a lot more videos with gym related content in. Also coming up, I've got some paddle boarding. I've bought a paddle board, so there'll be some paddle boarding, kayaking, and then as we get kind of into the winter, there'll be a lot more mountain biking and also some snowboarding coming up as well. So obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for those videos coming up if that's the kind of thing you want to see. I am also open to suggestions, guys. If you guys want to see me tackle anything in particular, leave me a comment in the comments box below, even if it's just to say hi. But yeah, leave me a comment in the comments box below if there's something in particular that you want to see me go and do. For example, there's a 100-mile walk along the Jurassic Coast through Dorset. I think that's something that I'm definitely going to do maybe next year. That will be another 3-part adventure, very similar to the Hadrian's Wall adventure. So yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to see, guys. Okay guys, so where I said before it's kind of leveled out, definitely don't think that I was at the top. So I've walked for about 10 minutes since then, and I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there is a shadow of a mountain just within the clouds there, and I can see an incline. So looks like we're going up. Bit of luck, might end up above the clouds. Doubtful. Okay, so I've just come up this way, guys. I've come to a literal crossroads at this marking point. I believe this is the way we're going. I don't know if you can see on camera, the cloud is just absolutely blasting past me. It's really windy up here. I'm not sure. I have got a cover on the microphone. I'm not sure how much you can hear. Hopefully this footage is going to be good, because if you can't hear me, there's going to be one hell of a montage on this. And this appears to be the top, guys. There seems to be some sort of marker over here. I head over to that. Normally on these adventures I get to the top and then I call it a day today, because there's been so much cloud cover. I haven't really been able to show you a lot of this stuff. I'm going to record the way down as well, and hopefully I get some nice views of the Dragon's Back on the way down the other side. So we'll keep going. Okay, so this is the first downward section I've come across in about an hour. So I think we're at the turning point, and we're actually heading back, which I'm going to record this time, because normally when I get to the peak of a mountain I kind of end the video there and it's kind of mission accomplished and that kind of thing. However, on the basis that there is absolutely no visibility whatsoever and I haven't been able to show you the top of this amazing mountain range, I'll keep recording, and hopefully we can get some good footage on the way back down once we get below the cloud level. So let's keep going. So there's absolutely no doubt that today's video is a battle against the elements. Luckily I am layered up, yeah, I seem to be doing okay. I'm alright with the fleece at the minute. It is collecting quite a lot of condensation, quite a lot of moisture off the clouds, but I'm not really worried about the waterproof just yet, because as I said before, I don't particularly want to start sweating. I think I'll get too hot in that. I'm actually quite a comfortable temperature in the layers that I've got on. The trousers are a little bit wet, but there's not really a lot I can do about that other than take them off, and that might just look weird on top of a mountain. Okay guys, so just come down this path here and I've got this bridge to go down. Obviously this would look a lot more impressive if the cloud cover wasn't here, but yeah, it looks like it's time to go down. So let's see how this goes. It's going to get quite slippy, so I'm going to leave the camera rolling just in case. So going down sections like this, guys, you've got to be really careful, because I am, other than the odd other walker that's about today, I am literally by myself on this mountain, and if I was to roll my ankle here or have a fall and hurt myself, it could be hours before somebody else comes across me, if at all, really. So yeah, don't really fancy trying to get down the mountain with a broken ankle. So yeah, got to be really careful on these declines, especially when there's quite a lot of rocks like that. Okay guys, the clouds are starting to clear a bit, so you can start to see down into the valleys. There is more ridge lines along there, however that takes me off into the middle of nowhere, so actually we're going in this direction now, which is back down into the valley where we started. Okay guys, so I'm now below the clouds, so you can actually see land again, and sod's law, there's actually sun on the horizon. So but yeah, this is how high up I am. You can see where I've just come down from, which was up there, and then I've probably got I'd say probably about 40 minutes walk back to the car, but starting to get some really nice views again. It is a shame that it was so cloudy up there, because I think the views from the top are supposed to be fantastic. However, I will be doing this one again another time when there's some bit better weather. So yeah, hopefully we get it on film next time. Okay guys, so that kind of draws us to the end of today's adventure. Now, unfortunately, towards the end there were quite a lot of clouds, really loads and loads of cloud coverage really. It is a shame because it's a fantastic walk, and I'd really love to have been able to show you some of the amazing views that you can get from the top of that mountain. There wasn't really a lot of scenery on the way back down. It was kind of shielded by the side of the mountain. I have included some of the shots which you can see behind me, but all in all it was a really fantastic day. I think I covered 11.5 kilometres in just under 4 hours, so yeah, fantastic, absolutely great day, and I will be going back as well. So that's about all we've got time for today guys. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, leave a comment in the comments box below, and share me on your social media. Thanks for watching.